Okay, this is really exciting. Ever since the start of 2022, the stock market has been on a decline, which means there are some ridiculous deals out there for investors like yourself, just a ton of great opportunity. Now, here's the big question. How can you invest in stocks and make money daily? There are actually a few ways you can do this. So in today's video, I'm going to break each one of them down for you. You're going to get an easiness factor, understand the risks of each, and you're going to really understand how they work and if one strategy may be right for you more than the others. Plus, there's one way of doing this that almost nobody thinks about or uses. So make sure you stick around at the end of the video to learn what that is. Let's get right into it with the first way. Maybe you've heard of it, day trading. Day trading, like it sounds, is the process of actually opening and closing all your trades within any single given calendar day. It's a game where you're going to buy low and sell high and hopefully lock in enough profit, minimize your losses, and get in and get out in the same day with some money. In order to be a successful day trader, you have to have some practice. You have to have some years of experience, but you also have to have a time available to you where you're on the computer looking at charts, analyzing things, 10, 12, 14 hours a day to be a good day trader. Some people argue that you don't have to do that, but if you want to be one of the best, that's what it takes. You have to be plugged in pretty much all the time. This is what the pros do. And like on an easiness factor, I think this is a medium because you can get started on your own very easily, but it's the experience that you don't have right now. People who trade full time and have an actual income from this take years and years to kind of build up that knowledge base, understand how to identify areas of support and resistance, and actually see on the chart when a good trade is available to make. The average person, or 95% of investors, actually lose money when they day trade, which is why it's kind of thought of as a kind of more advanced kind of idea for most traders. But you can make money doing it. You just have to learn how to buy low, sell high, range your charts, and it takes time and experience to get up to a high level of proficiency with it. The biggest risk with day trading, in my opinion, is that there's an emotional attachment that people kind of cannot separate from themselves. When we have a trade that goes well, we tend to cut it off too early and don't let the profits run, as they say. And when trades go negatively or we're on the hook to lose money, we let the trade go forever, hoping that it'll kind of bounce back, which it almost never does. Great traders can separate the emotion. Average traders can't. That's why 95% of people don't make money when they day trade. But if it's something that sounds interesting to you, go for it. Strategy number 2 is what's known as options trading. And this is my preferred strategy because I like to be in the market, but not in there all day, every day. I spend about 30 minutes a day on my phone trading options because I understand and have done it for a number of years. It is a low time commitment potentially, and the easy factor though is a little bit higher. I would say this is more of a difficult or advanced kind of strategy to learn. So if you're going to learn about stock market investing, start with kind of what is a stock, what is day trading, and understand options are kind of the next level layered on top of that, because there is some terminology that you need to know if you're going to go into the options and just kind of what contracts are, how they work. And you should not try this without having kind of paid or kind of course instruction or a mentor guiding you through it. If you do want to learn more about it though, there is a link right there in the card for my free stock options training course. It's a bunch of videos here on YouTube where you can actually learn what stock options are, how they work, and kind of get your knowledge base up and actually try and do it in a paper account or free account. That way there's no risk. There's no risk of actually losing money. You can do it for free. Click that link right up there. One of the biggest risks with options trading is that you use what's known as margin in your account. So you can actually trade 3 times, 4 times what you actually put into the account. So if you put in $10,000, you can actually trade up to $30,000, let's say, which is a big no-no if you're a new investor, you don't understand how options work, because you can get yourself in a lot of trouble actually being on the hook for more than you actually invested in the first place. That's the biggest risk with options that I think people just don't understand. You can blow up your account with margin. It's not something that I recommend for beginners to use. Overall, I think options should be treated as kind of a secondary strategy after you progress through kind of the basics of the stock market. There's also other factors that contribute to stock options that are making them more difficult to understand versus just the stock price moving up and down. There is that, and that's a big part of it. But there's also something called volatility, which you have to understand in great depth to understand how it affects an options contract. So if you don't understand volatility and you can't pair that with how the market works, it becomes very difficult to trade options successfully. But again, if you want to learn more, check out that course that I just plugged a second ago. It's a great kind of starting place for beginners if you want to know more about how stock options can work to make you money every single day. On to number 3, the tried and true method of value investing. This is Warren Buffett's favorite method. He is a famed investor of Berkshire Hathaway who has billions of dollars. He started when he was 13 as an investor, and he's now in his later years. He has a huge portfolio, and he does this very, very well. And all this is you buy low and you sell high well into the future. This is very similar to day trading, right? Same kind of principle, buy low, sell high. But when you're value investing, you're in the game for the long term, and you're not going to make this dollar every single day, but over the lifespan of your investment, you're going to add up to more dollars than you would have made if you made money every single day. That's what I mean. You're harnessing the power of time. You're harnessing the power of dividends potentially. You're harnessing the power of compounding interest, that your gains just keep accumulating over the years. And you have stable companies with great track records just paying you dividends and gaining slowly over time, so that when you look back over the course of 10, 15 years, you would have made a profit every single day based on the whole life cycle of this value investment. The great part about this one too is that it's super easy for people to get involved with. All you have to do is look at the S&P 500, look at blue chip stocks, Google value investment stocks, best Warren Buffett stocks, something like that. It will give you tons of responses to kind of get started with. You buy low when the market kind of pulls back. You keep adding to your position over time. This is great and easy for beginners because it doesn't take a technical analysis kind of genius kind of level of insight. You're not reading charts all the time. You're not doing tons of research. You're just kind of putting your money into good, stable, growing companies that have performed well over time, and they have value into the future. Super simple, super easy. Best place, in my opinion, for beginners to start at value investing right there. Now, we're on to the strategy that almost nobody uses, but is a good one to kind of get some extra funds in your account and make money on the daily. It's called affiliate marketing. What I mean by this, stay with me here. You may not have heard of this before, maybe you have, but it's about building a network of like-minded people that are kind of in the same kind of idea headspace as you. And then you can just, once you have a good network and good following, you can offer them referral codes. What I mean by this is if your network gets big enough, you can earn money and then they can earn money as well. Because it's kind of like a win-win where you offer them a code and they can kind of get some free stock, or you can get some free stock. And just, if they open an account with a new company, they'll pay you, they get paid. So it's a win-win for everybody involved. So for example, if you open an account right now with Interactive Brokers using the link that I provide you in the description of this video, you can earn up to $1,000 depending on how much money you put in your account. I can earn up to $200 depending on how much money you put in your account. And that way you can get paid some stock, I can get paid in free stock, and it's a win-win for everybody involved. You don't have to do anything except open an account and fund it and make a couple trades. It's very easy to do. It's all about list building in this example, right? If you build a big enough list and you have people that kind of doing investing as well, why not kind of give them some cash? You get some cash back in the form of stock and you guys both win. Easy enough. It's all about being authentic, providing value, and helping lift others up so that you create these kind of rewarding win-win scenarios. If you can do that, you can profit daily through affiliate marketing in the stock investing niche. So with those 4 methods of making money daily in the stock market in the books, you may be thinking, great, I know the system, but I don't know how to pick the players. I don't know how to pick stocks, which is why I've prepared a list for you of the best stocks to buy right now, all under $100. That's right. These are the lower price stocks, perfect for beginners with loads of future potential. So to eliminate some of the guesswork of choosing your own stocks, just do this. Subscribe to my channel, like and share this video with your friends, and check out that list of stocks under $100 right here.